Ladies and gentlemen, Bengal is a state that worships its Devis, whether it is goddess Durga or Kali, with fervor and devotion. Yet, 12 years after we lost Nirbhaya, the city of joy has lost a Devi to the demons that prey within our society. Our focus today is on the horrific rape and murder of a 31-year-old postgraduate trainee doctor at Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. In the hospital premises, while she was on duty, this young doctor was brutalized and murdered. It's been close to 100 hours since a brutally mutilated body was discovered in the premises, bearing various injury marks on her eyes, mouth, neck, fingers, belly, legs, clear evidence of sexual assault. The staff and student body of the hospital are up in arms since Friday morning, which probably forced the Kolkata police into arresting the brute behind this inhuman act. But this arrest has only left the hospital and the police with more questions to answer. Here are some of them. Sanjoy Roy, the main accused in the crime, is a man who operates as a tout but posed to be a cop. He was not a hospital employee but was frequently seen in buildings on the campus. Reports say that for the last 5 years, he was part of a racket in the state-run hospital that charged patients and their relatives for ensuring admission. He would also charge patients and their relatives for finding a bed at nearby nursing homes if one was not available at the government hospital. So essentially, he was a tout. Officially, Roy worked as a civic volunteer with the Kolkata police. Civic volunteers are contractual staff recruited to assist cops in various kinds of works, including traffic management and disaster response. They are paid around 12,000 rupees a month. These volunteers do not enjoy the facilities available to regular police personnel yet. Roy had used his influence to stay at the police barracks in Salt Lake multiple times. In fact, after the crime, he went, had a bath, washed his clothes, and slept off at the police barracks. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? He roamed around in a t-shirt with Kolkata police written on it. His bike too had a KP tag. He introduced himself as a Kolkata police personnel, and many other civic volunteers in the hospital actually thought he was a cop. What he actually was a sexual predator. Local media reports are claiming that Roy has shown absolutely no remorse when he was questioned by the cops. In fact, he shamelessly said, "Hang me if you want to." His mobile phone was full of pornographic material when the cops went through it. So how did the RG Kar Hospital and the Kolkata police allow this brute to have unhindered access to its hospital corridors? Now, Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, the erstwhile principal of the hospital, has no answers as to why this happened. All he could offer was a melodramatic statement tendering his resignation while trying to protect himself, in fact, project himself to being the victim. Listen in.
मेरा बदनामी हो रहा है सोशल मीडिया में, मेरा मुख पे कुछ भी बोली जा रहा है, इसके कारण से। और एक ये जो लड़की का डेथ हुआ डॉक्टर, ये लड़की मेरा लड़की जैसा है। एक पेरेंट्स होने का नाते मैं रेजिग्नेशन देना सोचता हूँ, इसलिए मैं रेजिग्नेशन दे रहा हूँ मेंटली। मैं आई डोंट लाइक दैट दिस शुड हैपन टू एनीवन इन फ्यूचर। लेकिन मैंने उसको बचाने का कोशिश तो पूरी किया, लेकिन हमारा जो डिपार्टमेंट है, हमारा डिपार्टमेंट चेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट में उसका डेथ हो गया, तो इट्स रियली unavoidable. That's why I have resigned.
Now, Dr. Ghosh's resignation would have held some meaning if he wasn't actually immediately rehabilitated by the government as the principal of another medical college in Kolkata. That is how shallow government action is. So when someone says, or a politician says, action will be taken, this is what action means. Meanwhile, the Kolkata police, who did nothing while this monster was strutting around wearing their colors, has received an emphatic vote of no confidence from all students, doctors, and resident doctors who are absolutely set on a CBI probe. The Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, says she is ready to hand over the probe to the CBI, but with conditions. Listen in.
ফরেন্সিক ডিপার্টমেন্ট থেকে শুরু করে সবাইকেই ইনভলভ করা হয়েছে যাতে খুনি গ্রেপ্তার হয় এবং দোষীরা শাস্তি পায়। এবং আমি চাই পুলিশ যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব দোষীদের গ্রেপ্তার করবে। আর রবিবার পর্যন্ত যদি তারা কুল কিনারা করতে না পারেন, কারণ ভেতরেও তো অনেকে আছে, তাহলে এই কেসটা আমরা আমাদের হাতে রাখবো না, আমরা সিবিআইকে দিয়ে দেবো।
So let's sum this up. RG Kar Hospital is yet to answer how such a crime occurred on its premises, with no security to prevent it from happening and no CCTV cameras operational on the floor of the building. Kolkata police gets away from explaining how they had a sex pest on their payroll. And Mamata Banerjee now wants to wait for 10 days to hand over, actually 5 days, to hand over the case to the CBI. By which time, the leads will have all gone cold and all those who enabled this monster to rape and murder Devi would have gotten away with enabling this horrific crime. As we speak, there's some breaking news coming in. We are now being told that the Kolkata police has handed over the post-mortem report of Devi to the family. Let's quickly put out the details for you before going to our reporter on the ground. We are being told that there was rape. That is something that has clearly been established by the post-mortem report. What has also been established now is that Devi was killed by throttling and then smothering. The time of the death has been registered between 3 to 5 a.m., which is on the intervening night and morning of Thursday and Friday. My colleague Tapas Gupta is the one who's sending us those details. He's joining us from the RG Kar Hospital. Tapas, what more does the post-mortem report have?
Well, the post-mortem report have been handed over to the family members, and this is a standard operating procedure, and it clearly indicates that the murder happened and there was a rape, and that is also very, very clear now. And it happened at the wee hours of Thursday when the seminar hall was desolate and the victim lady went there to take rest. It's almost clear now. More details are awaited. However, it is also being demanded by the protesting doctors that that the post-mortem report should be made public. Now it is up to the family members whether they would want to make that report public or not. But I'm standing at RG Kar Hospital right now. You can see behind me is the protest munch, or the stage where the students, the resident doctors and the junior doctors are on strike, continuous strike, and they demand that all their demands should be met in toto. Otherwise, they will not come back from the cease work. And today another flashpoint came up in the evening when Shandip Ghosh, the principal of RG Kar, who tendered his resignation earlier today, went on to get another responsibility and appointed as the principal of Calcutta National Medical College. Now, this is a new flashpoint between the government and the protesting doctors. I would like to go across to some of them. Today, we have heard your demands. Yes, Shreya.
Tapas, go ahead and speak to students. My question to them will be a simple one. Why is it that they have given a vote of no confidence to the Kolkata police? Mamata Banerjee is saying, all right, if you want, I'll hand over the case to the CBI, but at least let the Calcutta police have a crack at it. Give us time till Sunday. Are these students ready to give West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and the Kolkata police time till Sunday, or do they continue to insist that Kolkata police is simply incompetent and this needs to go to the CBI?
Of course. Well, see, I have a very pointed question to you. Today, Mamata Banerjee have said that she needs time, or the Kolkata police needs time till Sunday. If they cannot go ahead with the case or solve the case, then it could be handed over to the CBI. But still, why it seems that everyone who are protesting is showing no confidence? Are you ready to give that time to the police or the administration, or do you want immediate resolution of the problem?
From the very beginning, we have clearly pointed out that we don't have any confidence on Kolkata police. And that is why all the students and protesting doctors have demanded for an impartial, judicial, high-level inquiry. And we are stuck on our demands till now. We don't have any faith on CP because from the initial events, they have tried to hush up the things. So, and today, the CM has also said that if the Kolkata police cannot solve the case by after 7 days, she will hand over the case. What does it mean? That means they will take another 1 week. And by this time, they can hush up all the evidences. all the we know that from the human body, the evidences of scratch marks and every biological evidences that will vanish within 1 week. And what is the importance of after 1 week? What will they investigate? So you have to hand over the case. So handover should be done now and now. And that is our demand, that immediate transfer the case to a proper authority.
Well, Shreya, you have heard that they want an immediate handover of the case to the CBI, and they, being doctors, clearly state that after 1 week the marks of injury will not be there as fresh, and that could be detrimental to the investigation process. So yes, unless and until the handover process takes place immediately, the siege work will remain to continue.
Tapas, I do see some resident doctors, lady doctors behind you as well. I want you to ask them if they ever felt unsafe in campus before this, and whether they had raised the issue, and whether they feel unsafe in the campus now after what has happened.
Of course, you can see there are female doctors as well. I'd like to go across to them and ask, I have a particular question for you. Do you, after this incident happened, have you ever felt like you were unsafe in the campus? And at this present moment, do you still continue to believe that the campus is not safe for lady doctors or female staffs?
Whatever has happened, this is actually beyond our thought. So, previous days we never thought of this kind of insecurities. There is some insecurities, but not this type. But from this very moment, we really feel we are not safe. We are totally not safe in anywhere, in any hospital or anywhere.
Medical colleges.
Yes.
It may be the Kolkata Medical College or any other medical college. We are not safe while we are providing care to patient. So it is our demand also. We need safety.
Well, that's the statement coming in, that it's not about only Arjikar Medical College and Hospital, but all the medical college and hospitals across the state of West Bengal. The lady staffs and the lady doctors do not feel safe, and that's what their priority demand is, that there should be ample amount of adequate security measures in place so that the lady doctors or lady staffs who work overnight till late at night goes around to campus should be covered. There should be a proper security cover, which is not there. Proper CCTV installation that could act as a deterrence to these criminals. So these are the demands that they have placed forward.
Okay.
But however, the government have, especially the hospital authorities, have assured them, but that's a generic promise that they have made. Nothing in specific or particular as of now.
You know, Kadi Ninda, and we will order a probe, and we will try and sort the issue out as soon as possible, are cliches which the citizens of India don't want to hear from authorities and the system anymore. We let it go. Tapas, thank you very much for getting us voices of doctors who are out sitting in protest. Thank you very much indeed. My guest this evening, Radhika Bhattacharyya. Shah is a spokesperson of the BJP. Tauseef Rahman is spokesperson of the TMC. Sanjeev Bagai is chairperson of the Nephron Clinic. And Dr. Vikram Singh is a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, joining us on the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your patience. I've come to you a little late because it was important to hear from students, from resident doctors who are right now sitting on protest in Calcutta. Can I just then go to Tauseef Rahman, spokesperson of the TMC, and ask him point blank, if the students very clearly, and these are not just students, these are resident doctors, these are people who treat patients, you put your life in their hands, if they are very clear, Tauseef, that they don't trust the Kolkata police, why doesn't the Chief Minister of the state simply hand over the probe to the CBI? Why wait for another 5 days till Sunday?
Good evening, Shreya. Shreya, first of all, I need to tell you that the government of West Bengal and the people of West Bengal totally respect whatever has happened in West Bengal inside Arjikal Hospital is with the protesters who are demanding whatever they want to. And now, you have to respect those demands as well. You know, the Honorable CM has clearly stated that whatever these students are protesting for and whatever the demands for, she is with them. Now, if you say as a political statement coming from my end, I'm not going to do that, you know. But if the local police, if the local administration doesn't look into the matter, again, the political hawkers will sit there and say कि आपके अंदर तो वो जज्बा नहीं है, आपके अंदर वो interest भी नहीं, that's why you don't want to do it. Again, you want CBI. So this is what, if the Kolkata police within 72 hours or in 3-4 days, if they are not being able to provide any help to the victim's family or these protesters sitting outside the hospital, then of course the CBI can take charge. But again, if you see the CBI's report, if CBI's result, they have been always failed in terms of West Bengal. They are not being able to do anything whenever it is about West Bengal. So this is the only case. Where is the CM right now? It's with the family. Where is the CM right now? She spoke with the protesters. She said, I am with you with all the demands. If it's about CCTV camera, yes, she has suspended the superintendent. The principal has resigned from there. You know, the ACP has been suspended. The whole thing will be taken care, Shreya. But again, I don't want to do Bhattacharyya today. It's very sensitive. We understand this situation, what the doctors are demanding across India, not only in West Bengal. Of course, Radhika,
the transfer of the principal is a sham.
Lapse in the security.
है ना तौसीफ?
Of course
how the system has responded is a sham, Tauseef. The fact is that the principal of the college who resigned, taking personal responsibility and saying that I am being maligned on social media, was rehabilitated within 72 hours to another hospital, medical college in Calcutta. So that's a sham. Don't give us that. The citizens of India see through all of this. You essentially, Tauseef, are telling me that you are not handing over the probe to the CBI because you fear that the BJP and the opposition will actually accuse you of being incompetent and giving everything to the CBI. That's your logic and argument. I would want Radhika Bhattacharyya Shah to respond to that. I don't know how that's an argument.
It's not an argument, Shreya. It's a valid point what I have told you. It's just a valid point I have told you. In the very first day, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, she said clearly that if you people want any kind of investigation, it is open. We can hand over to CBI, CID or whatsoever, whether it's state government or central government. I am with you people. There is nothing to hide. What BJP is saying, that is something to hide. It's not a fair statement coming from these political parties. We should unite together. We should stand together with these protesters.
The TMC is saying, what are we hiding? अच्छा ठीक है, तौसीफ सुन लिया. Let Radhika come in now. Radhika ji, Tauseef is saying, what are we hiding? What is the TMC hiding? The person who's the perpetrator, the brute, has now been arrested. You're saying CBI, we are saying give us 5 more days. What are we hiding? And if we give it to the CBI immediately, you will say the Kolkata police doesn't have the will to investigate the case.
Well, Shreya, I'll begin by saying that we are talking about the morning after. I would like to know, why did an incident like this take place? There are many questions that are coming into the minds of the people. First, was this guy the perpetrator? Were there others involved with him? This guy that we are talking about, what's he called, Sanjay Roy, started as a civic volunteer, didn't he? He was staying with the 4th Battalion of the Kolkata Police, and then he was posted at the outpost of Arjikar Hospital with easy access to every place in the hospital. He was known to be a tout and a crook. He was making arrangements for patients who didn't have the money, for them to get rooms, for discount on their bills. If they didn't find place at Arjikar Hospital, he had his network with hospitals and medical spaces where he could get them space. This guy was a crook. Why is it that today the Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is saying that we are open to everything? Because it's an embarrassment. West Bengal has proven time and again that women are just not safe. They are not safe at Sandesh Khali. They are not safe on the streets. They are not safe at the hospitals. And look at the amount of people look at the amount of female staff who are there at the hospitals. Why is it that why is it that the cameras were not working? Why is it that the cameras are not placed? Why is it that there is no restroom for the female?
I have a simple question. This was a doctor on night duty. This was a doctor on night duty. She went to the seminar hall. That is why she was brutalized. How is it possible that a doctor on duty is in hospital, in the seminar hall of the hospital, and no one hears her scream when she's being brutalized? Dr. Vikram Singh, you're a former DGP of a very large state, Uttar Pradesh. I want to ask you, does the Kolkata police have blood on its hands? I ask you this because this man, the rapist and worse and murderer, is actually directly linked to the Kolkata police. Now, the Kolkata police can come and say, "Arey, ye to contractual worker hai." But this guy has your iCard. For the last 5 years, this guy has been running a racket in this hospital right under your nose.
Shreya ji, to your very frank question, a very frank answer. You have to distance yourself from wheelers, dealers, and those with a questionable background. He was sporting the motif KP on his two-wheeler and on his T-shirt. And then he was a drug addict, addicted to pornography, intoxicants, and used to, you'll forgive me, used to frequent the red light area. And to have somebody associated like him, a maniac and a pervert, with yourself, well, I would stop at that. And my question is, you were able to recover the blood-stained shoes. You managed to have the CCTV footage in which he's walking into the hospital at around 4 a.m. Then you have the Bluetooth earphones that were recovered near the dead body. And also, what did you do after that? Did you subject him to narco? No. Polygraph test? No. Did you give out and announce a reward of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs to any plausible on any line of action or any actionable intelligence? No. The fact of the matter is, tall claims do not serve any purpose. Actionable intelligence, there is no serious move as of now to get that intelligence through announcement of rewards, through picture. And during the course of the interrogation, has he revealed the names? If he has not revealed any names, it is highly unlikely, because the type of injuries there on the person, Dr. Bagai would be able to shed more light on that. I strongly suspect there were more than one assailants, and there are more than one assailants. Who are the others? And that is where the question arises. If there were more than one, is anybody trying to shield them? One of the speakers to your correspondent said, in 7 days, the evidence will have been compromised. And I totally agree with him. The evidence will be compromised and the investigation will be damaged beyond redemption. So Shreya, if we are really serious about investigation, we need to do the polygraph test, the lie detector test, also announce rewards, get the statement out. And if there are co-accused, obviously somebody has facilitated this brute to make an entry. He was a stalker and a pervert. And as we very actually said, the Calcutta police, I accuse them of criminal negligence.
Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, I think I will ask you the question that Dr. Vikram Singh is raising here. You know, the nature of injuries on this young 31-year-old trainee doctor's body, honestly, I don't think I'm in a position to put out all the details because of just how brutal they are. So I'll just give our viewers the basics and then you can answer my question. Both her eyes were bleeding, Dr. Bagai. Both her eyes were bleeding. Her mouth was bleeding. Her private parts were bleeding. Her neck was broken. And there are injuries all across her body, top to bottom. Therefore, Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, is it possible that all of these injuries could have been inflicted by just one person? Or do you think there were more? That this is not a case of rape, this is a case of gang rape?
Good evening, Shreya. My heartfelt condolences and prayers. I don't think only the medical fraternity has lost a young, brilliant doctor, a lady doctor, that too at work, but India has lost a daughter. And I think her death cannot go in vain. I think this is a wake-up call and a learning lesson for all of us. But coming to the medical aspects of it, it's perhaps one of the most barbaric and heinous crimes, rape and then murder, or the other way around. The evidence, what has been shown, at least on media and television, is that the type of injuries which this poor girl was subjected to, perhaps there are more than one people involved. Of course, she was raped because her private parts were bleeding and there were injury marks. There would be bruising. We don't have the detailed autopsy report, at least available with me. But multiple injuries, fractured neck, bruising. Obviously, there were fight marks, so she must be trying to fight the assailants off. but the nature of the injuries is perhaps more than one. But with your permission, if I can just add, the hospital is having huge lapses. I was pained to hear the medical superintendent mention that, of course, he resigned, which is a sham because he was rehabilitated immediately. He said he did all what was possible to prevent. False. He said it's a departmental issue and it became unavoidable. Is he trying to justify this rape and murder as unavoidable? Doctors become a soft target in these hospitals. This is ridiculous. This is unacceptable. A goon like him without screening. Now the CBI is being told that you come back after 7 days. There is no forensic test on this man. We don't have a toxicology report. We don't know what kind of drugs are available in his body. After 7 days, you're going to draw a blank. What is the point in calling the CBI after 7 days? If they are sincere in investigating, then it has to be a thorough, foolproof investigation. There were no CCTV cameras. There was no access denied in restricted areas. A young girl, emotionally and mentally and physically stressed, doing long hours of duty, serving the poor, is being subjected to death. Is this what we want of our young doctors? Is this what we want to our young daughters of our country? And Mamata Banerjee says that she's investigating. Give it to a proper agency to investigate. This man was a part of the Delhi police scheme, Calcutta police scheme. How can you trust what they say now? It's a trust deficit. He's having stickers, he's wearing T-shirts, he's walking in and out. Ultimately, he's a buffoon tout who had all wrong habits. I think we need to set the record straight. We need exemplary punishment for this man. We need to find out who else was involved with him. And Calcutta police has a lot of answers to give.
Hang him. You know, he needs to be hanged if he's found guilty. And for heaven's sake, not like Nirbhaya's rapists, who went to the news after 11 years of their parents going from one court to another. Tauseef or Rahman, forget what the BJP is saying. Here are two people on the panel who are apolitical and are saying that the case needs to go to the CBI because Calcutta, the so-called safest metro in India, is not safe at all. The Calcutta police is sleeping on the job. The hospital administration, 1 minute Tauseef, the hospital administration, and this hospital, by the way, comes under the state government, is sleeping on the job. There is not a single security person around a place where there is a doctor on night duty. So you have failed. Your system has failed. Your police has failed. Your hospital administration has failed. Why should anyone trust you? Why should these doctors sitting on protest trust you? Just hand it over to the CBI and avoid some embarrassment for yourself.
Shreya, you know, when you talk about embarrassment, when you talk about being failure, it's okay. And I respect each and every one's view sitting on the panel today. Because, you know, I mean, no one is wrong. Everyone has their view and they're absolutely correct. Whether our esteemed panelists or the doctors protesting outside, the only thing which we want to explain as a spokesperson or as a normal human being, that we never neglected anything after this incident happened. Now, yes, you can arise the question like there was no CCTV camera.
Arey Baba, you should not have neglected anything so that this incident didn't happen. That is the problem in India, na?
Shreya, it is not accepted at all. Hona chahiye tha. CCTV is something which is mandatory. It's not a luxury. It's about safety. A resting room inside a medical college, state medical college, and a hospital has to be there. So, of course, we do accept that there is a lapse. But, Shreya, it's not about water boundary. Like, really, is this...
So, why are you rewarding the man
from AIMS,
under whose watch all of this has happened? Tauseef, then why are you protecting and rewarding the man under whose watch this has happened?
No, Shreya, this is what I'm saying. If the principal and the superintendent was not good enough, they have been removed. And if you will say that kyun hua, I mean, then there is no answer to it. Because India has faced many rape.
They have been removed and within 72 hours rehabilitated to another medical college.
No, but if you think that we are not sensitive about it, we are
don't try and pull wool over our eyes, please.
To the family.
Citizens of this country see everything.
Protesting outside. No, it's not fair, Shreya. You know, even she is my sister. And being a female chief minister, she knows what she's doing. I mean, you should have heard her. She said, ki mujhe kuch nahi rokna hai. Whatever you want, we'll do it. And we are with the people, we are with the junior doctors, we are
तो
with
करो ना।
everyone. Now, if you
बोलने से
want
क्या
to just
होता है,
corroborate
तौसीफ?
this thing, नहीं,
You know this
Shreya,
lip
देखिए,
service will not do anymore.
no, I'm
बोलने
not,
से क्या
see, it's
होता
not
है?
about lip
आपने बोल
service.
दिया लेकिन किया तो नहीं ना? We leave it there.
But Shreya,
We leave it there.
Shreya, the
Thank you
main
very much
accused-
for
the
joining
main
us.
accused has
But
been
this
arrested within
lip
12
service
hours.
and whataboutery will not do. The citizens of this country see that a government hospital in Calcutta, India's safest metro, was so safe that a trainee doctor was brutally raped and then murdered on its premises without anyone getting to know. And abhi bhi kuch nahi pata. No CCTV camera, nothing. No security, no CCTV camera.
Shreya,
This is the
Shreya, I
hal
have
of the
said it.
Kolkata city, India's safest metro.
You really
Tauseef,
think
we'll leave
this
it
is
there for the
hal
moment.
only
Ho
in
gaya.
Kolkata
Dr.
city,
Sanjeev
Shreya?
Bagai, thank you very much. Dr. Vikram Singh, what do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
It's not what
Is
about,
that a
you really think
justification,
this is the
Tauseef?
condition only in West Bengal?
Is that a
It is not
justification?
pan-India?
That is this the
No,
only?
again, this
Is this
is
the?
what?
Is
You
this situation
don't
only
want
in
to give me
Calcutta?
a-
No, but today we are talking
No,
about
it's not a
Calcutta,
clarification.
India's safest
It's
metro,
a lapse for the country.
where India's
Yeah,
only
of course
woman
it is the
chief
safest
minister
metro,
lives.
Shreya. Yeah, of course it is the safest metro.
Of course
but
it
again,
is.
this
Really?
happened. It's a saddening
Seriously?
thing. It's a black day for us.
Seriously?
And we do accept. And we do accept.
Seriously? After what has
Shreya,
happened,
we
you're
do
calling
accept
Calcutta
something
the
has gone
safest
wrong.
metro in India. Dr. Vikram Singh, we'll leave it there. ठीक है.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything
Thank
has
you.
gone wrong by the looks of it. Everything. Dr.
Thank
Sanjeev Bagai, thank you very much. Tauseef, thank you.
you.
We'll leave it there. And Radhika Bhattacharyya, thank you very much for joining us as well.